Hi, we are from Team ANA. I'm Anju and I have Achinta with me. We are presenting the brand new mobile application Bubble Detector, which helps to make a healthy society in this COVID pandemic.
This is the content of this video. First of all, let's look at why bubble detector. From this system, we are introducing a much safer and efficient method to block people when entering into a public space like supermarket, which is very important in a pandemic period like this. Now let's look at the problems with the existing methods to lock people like pen and paper method and QR scan. The main drawback of the pen and paper method is that the COVID-19 virus can spread through the touching of pen and paper. Also, people can make errors when entering the details. Plus, it is a burden to the customer as well, since they have to fill the same thing over and over again. When talking about the more technology-oriented approach, QR code scanning, the main drawback is that people do not use it every time because of the step overhead. And also, this slows down the customer as well because they need to take out their phone and scan QR codes. To overcome those difficulties, we are proposing a new mobile application, Bubble Detector, a safe and efficient way of logging people when entering into public places. The main advantage of using Bubble Detector are you do not need to do any extra work because everything is done automatically. Plus, your privacy is safe as well because we do not reveal any of your details to others. The main features of Bubble Detector are Bubble Detector gives you a much safer and efficient way to log people when entering into public places. Users will get alert notifications if they are at risk of getting a COVID-19 infection. Finally, Bubble Detector has an easily accessible list of contacts to call in case of an emergency.
Here is a small diagram for the system architecture. We have two smartphones of the individual or else the customer and one for the shop. Both types of devices broadcast and scan for a Bluetooth beacon message, which will include necessary details to identify the user. When a device is nearby, the mobile app saves it in the memory and then uploads the contacted user's details to the cloud. So whenever a user or else a customer detects COVID, he can state that in the app as a social service, and the system finds the users contacted to him in the recent past and sends them notifications to take necessary actions. The app does all this while maintaining the privacy of all the users. Further explaining, a user with the mobile app installed scans all the users nearby. Those nearby users are the direct contacts of that user. If somehow one of those contacted devices belongs to a store, we assume that the user has visited to that store, and therefore there is a risk for the customers who visited that store on that day. The cool thing is, we can track those customers who visited the store using the data from the device of the store. We call those customers as indirect contacts. Both direct and indirect users are notified if the user detects COVID. As the technology stack, we first used Figma and UI UX prototyping tool to sketch the UI designs. We used Flutter framework to develop the app so that we can have apps developed for both Android and iOS platforms. But for now, we only build the Android app since we do not own Apple device. For the backend database, we use Firebase, which we also use to send push notifications and SMS OTP authentication as well. Let's go to the demonstration of the app. Let's see the user authentication. Open the app, click register, enter your phone number, enter the OTP. If the SIM with that number is in the device, OTP will be automatically taken. Then enter your name, and state whether you are an individual or a store. Enable Bluetooth and you are good to go. Let's go next to the main operations of the app, Bluetooth broadcasting and scanning. Please note that these operations can run in foreground as a service even if the app is closed. But for the demonstration purposes, we have a separate app screen for that. Go to the Bluetooth functions page. We have two operations, broadcast and scan. Click broadcast to start broadcasting. You can see the foreground service status bar notification, which means the broadcasting services can run even if the app is closed. Let's scan from the other two devices. Those two devices detected the device in the middle. Phone number is only half shown for privacy reasons. Then start broadcast on the other devices as well. So you can see each devices have two other nearby devices contacted. And then by clicking mark as contacted, the list of the users nearby are saved in the cloud database. Then, if you detect COVID positive, you can click the below red button and it will redirect to a new page. It can get contacted users within X amount of days, default is 5 days, from the date of COVID detection, where the default is current date. The user can change the date of COVID detection as well as within how many days. For example, from 26th, within 10 days before 26th, the device in the middle has contacted 137 times with 37 direct and 27 stores and 100 indirect users. Please note that these are not different users, these are times that the device has contacted other devices. For the normal users, there is a user icon at the right, and for the stores, there is a cart icon with the number of customers visited on that day of the arrival of COVID patient. Let's see how the notification to contacted users happen. First, get the contacted users with the above mentioned approach. Then, click the Notify All button. There is a pop-up coming saying 3 notifications sent to direct contacts and 4 notifications sent to indirect contacts, which means system identifies the unique users and send notifications accordingly. Here is the notification received. Notifications comes even the app is closed or opened. In the right side, you can see the notification pop-up came, and the left side, the notification came to the notification panel also of the device. Let's see some extra features available in the app. We have the set of emergency contacts to call. In the middle, there is the home page. We can see a summary of contacted users, both direct and indirect, and the stores visited in the past 2 weeks. And the help tips button redirect to the page in the right, where we can continuously update the user with help tips.
Before we end this video, let's look at what will future holds for Bubble Detector. We are planning to give it iOS support as well. Also, we are planning to fully automate the whole flow that we demonstrated. And finally, even Even after the COVID pandemic, the core functions of this app can be used to make an attendance marking application. Thank you for joining us. Stay safe and take care.